guys recently had to pull out of Dota 2 because there was some scheduling conflicts. What's your take on that?
Well, it's not that we pulled out of Dota 2. It's that Anaheim, which we had announced some time ago, and we were really excited to deliver to the fans and the players, it became a situation where there was going to be oversaturation, not just from a content standpoint, but the teams were going to be put in a position where, I mean, honestly, can you 4 events stacked, and that was before a 5th event, which got announced since then, back to back to back. The travel plus just being on the grind like that didn't seem right, especially leading into the international, because as much as we love our events and we're fans of what DreamHack and ESL do, the international is the crown jewel, right? Last year, a lot of teams took time off leading into the international. So, it was one of those decisions where it was unfortunate. I understand why ESL had to have that date. DreamHack, we had some conversation where we even had some overlap potentially, but we pushed back, and it was too much. So, Dota is a game that we really dove into, and we really put a lot of time and effort into it, especially Adam. And so it was a hard decision for us. I even was lobbying, saying, you know what, let's just spend more money on it. Let's put more prize money out there. But the problem is that wouldn't have solved the problem for the players. They still would have had all the travel, and to go Europe, North America, it was selfish, right, on my part to try and do that, I think, to a certain extent. And I eventually kind of listened to Adam and listened to the guys and said, all right, let's just try and gracefully say, we're going to step out for this. We'll figure it out. We'll come back with something. We still have our TKO programming. We still have our partnerships with the studios that are producing content for us around Dota. We're seeing growth there, but sadly, it won't be in the room in Anaheim, so we won't be able to have that experience for that event. But we're already looking at what we can do towards the end of the year, and an opportunity to have another LAN event with it.
So we could definitely expect more Dota 2 or something.
Yeah, we're still running it. I mean, we're still doing online stuff. I mean, the good news for us is that since we rolled out MLG TV, we have other options, right? So the LAN events, while we love them, can't have them every weekend. There's conflict. There's only so many weekends in the year. We have our friends at DreamHack running events. We've got ESL. We've got the LCS. We have WCS. We have everybody's got their thing. So you want to have a situation where everyone gets their moment to shine, and so it gets complicated. But being able to go online and do things on a Monday night or a Tuesday night and have regularly scheduled programming, it actually helps a lot for us. I mean, because we're able to monetize that, we're able to take that money, invest it back into the game. And our goal there is really to talk to the organizations, the teams, and the players, and figure out what can we add. Like, how can we be additive to what's already happening there? Because what we don't want to run into is what we saw a few years ago with StarCraft, which is everyone is just running towards this game and having events that are overlapping or one after the other, and you get to a place where maybe it's not good for the overall scene because it's not sustainable. And if we're somebody who comes in and has an event or a year or 2 events a year as a LAN, great. If we'll let that market determine that. We'll let the fans and the players determine that. But we're not going to force it. We tried that in the past and it doesn't work.
Major League Gaming.
Yeah.
Is now the ESPN of gaming with a streaming platform. Is there ever going to be a point where Major League Gaming will be Major Gaming?
Major Gaming.
And not League?
You take the league out? So the league component to it, our name, our heritage, and everything is about competition, right? And so the event side of things, whether it's a circuit, is it a league, all these things. Our ability to run leagues in an online environment is far greater than it's ever been. I mean, our competition platform runs over 1 million matches a month. There's, I think, 9.5 million registered players on that platform. We give away a lot of money. It's a huge consumer revenue growth engine for us. It feeds our Pro Circuit events and events like this. So it's not that there would be no league in MLG. It would be that league evolves, right? Physical events are fantastic and we all love them. We love LANs, we love getting together. But we can't have one every weekend, right? We can't be out here all the time running these events. So as we evolve and shift and the tools are become more readily available to us to run these events online, we're going to do more of it. As we start to get baked into games earlier, as our API and tech layer is kind of opened up and we're able to do this stuff in an automated fashion, scale, right? The magic word. Can this scale? Yeah, then you can. But we talk about it a lot. Like, how many events are the right amount? how many times a year do we need to do this? What we're going to do is we're going to have our events, which we own and operate, and our partner events. And we're going to find a sweet spot there where we can help support some other folks in the space who are operating events, maybe give them some financial support, some access to some tools and resources that they don't have to be able to have more of this go on, even if it's not an MLG branded event, right? It can be a brought to you by thing where we come in there and help them out. Because it's really important from my point of view that live community interaction is something that without that, a lot of the soul of this goes away. Online's great for a lot of things, but you have to do this. You have to look someone in the eye and okay, and play and win and lose and see how you react and go and hang out afterwards and maybe get a drink if you're old enough. That's a really important part of the social experience, and that's what's important to me. So that's not going away anytime soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.